Welcome back to SportsCenter. Look who we got here, our NFL analyst, Herm Edwards, to talk us through it. If you were just watching Chiefs-Broncos, wild finish, wild game the whole way through. We're going to dig into that one right now. Broncos brought a 7-game win streak into this one, Herm, and they're at home. They're playing the Chiefs. They have not done well against the Chiefs. Mahomes was 13-1 against Denver coming into this game.
Yeah, and you think about it, both of these defenses are outstanding, only allowing 17 points a game. So this was an offensive struggle, to say the least, for both of these offenses against these really good defenses.
Just shove the pile there. Jaleel McLaughlin gets in. Broncos take a 13-6 lead in the third. Still in the third. Mahomes drops back. Going deep.
Nice coverage.
And he's got his man Tyquan Thornton.
Yeah.
Right so they're in business. First down. They give to Kareem Hunt. These aren't pretty highlights.
No,
that's still worth 7 points,
right?
Look
at the score.
So we're tied at 13. And you feel like, okay, Chiefs are going to win this thing. And there we go. There's Kelsey flying in for the touchdown. Breaks the franchise record for most touchdowns in team history.
19 to 19.
19 all. And Will Lutz just does it as we go zeros. Big win. Here's Dan Graziano after the game.
Here with Vaughn McMillan, 2 sacks and an interception. You guys have been doing it on defense all year. What was the key to this one?
Man, we knew this was a big one. And this is one of the games, you know, they've been on top for a while. And we knew we needed to go through them, you know, to take that next step. And that's what we did. We believed in each other, and we fought hard all game, and we made plays at the right time, and we got that W.
You're 7-2 in 1-score games after that was a struggle for you guys last year. Why do you think it's a difference this year?
It's just all the work we put in the offseason, man. We got each other back, man. We don't want to let each other down. Like I said, it was a long offseason, man. We fought hard together, blood, sweat, tears, and we just come out each and every week and try to give it out all for our brothers. We don't want to let each other down.
You are 9-2. You have a 2-game lead on the Chargers and 3.5 on these guys in the division heading into your bye. How do you finish this thing off?
Man, just got to keep doing what we're doing. We got a little week to rest up, and we got to come back at it away against Washington. And we just going to keep doing what we're doing, keep working, and keep playing these games, keep fighting, and keep playing for each other.
Thanks, man. Enjoy that bye week.
Yep, thank you.
Take care.
The Broncos win dirty, they win ugly, they win muddy, but they win. That's the operative word there. And they are right now the #1 seed in the AFC.
Yes.
They win games like this. You saw Dan talking about how good they are in 1-score games. Tell me a little bit about this Denver team and how they do it.
Well, obviously, you can't score points. When you have a defense that only allows 17 points a game, so when you play a young quarterback, that helps you. We know Sean Payton believes in running the football. That helps, right? So you think about a defense that can take the ball away, doesn't give up points. And now this team is kind of like, we're used to playing in tight games. We're not going to blink.
Right.
And it's one of those things, all of a sudden, you become accustomed to it, how we have to play. These guys have really rallied to that, knowing that at the end, when it's close to the fourth quarter, we'll win.
That team has now won 8 straight comebacks wins. That's a number. It ties the 1980 Falcons for the longest such streak in NFL history. If you go over to the other sideline, the Kansas City Chiefs, these are the games they won last year. They kept pulling wins out of the fire. They're now 0-5 this season in one-possession games. Pretty much the same nucleus. Yeah. They still got Mahomes. They still have Andy Reid. They're coming off a bye, and they lose this game.
It's just hard to continue to play like that. And even when they were winning last year, they kept saying, hey, we got to find a way to get out to early leads, right? But they find themselves in the same position they were last year, but now they're not winning those games. And it always comes down, David, to a couple plays here or there. And you hate to play in those games. It's great when you make those plays, but when you don't, you come up with a loss.
All right, we had a 22-19 final there. We got a 21-19 final Seahawks-Rams. We'll show you how it worked out. Let's go to the highlights of this one. 7-2 Seahawks, 7-2 Rams, first place in the NFC West on the line. Seahawks been so good under Mike McDonald on the road, 11-1, 10 straight wins. But in trouble in this one, Matthew Stafford, he just throws touchdowns, Herm, and no picks. Got Devontae Adams.
That looked really easy, by the way.
It did. A little pick there, nicely done. So the Rams were up 14-12, and Sam Darnold, it was the old Sam Darnold, unfortunately, for the Seahawks.
He threw 4 of them.
4 big ones.
And how the Seattle Seahawks are still in this game is amazing.
And they got that great defense. Stafford flips one. 25 touchdown passes, just 2 picks on the year for Matthew Stafford, getting a lot of MVP buzz. So the Rams are up 2 scores. Seahawks come back, punch it in. Kenneth Walker gets across. They got the ball back.
Yeah.
They had a chance. Jason Myers from 61 at the buzzer. It was right the whole way. And so the Rams, 8-2. Let's hear from Matthew Stafford after the game.
I better not miss it.
I have no idea. Okay, go ahead. Matthew, how do you describe that win?
Total team effort, man. Holy cow. You know, our defense played outstanding, turning the ball over a bunch of times, great in the red zone. I thought our special teams was great again. You know, what a punt there late in the game to make them go however far they had to go there to try to get an attempt at a field goal. So all those yards mattered. On offense, you know, obviously wish we would have scored on that first drive down there in the low red. I can make that throw. I got to make that throw. Got the guy up off the feet like I wanted to, and then just didn't make the throw. But they had a nice plan. They did a nice job against us. We were, you know, there's definitely things we can clean up here and there, but we battled. Just got to find ways to, you know, in the game with the ball in our hands. That's what we always want to do, and we had our opportunity to do it. We didn't get it done. So that's frustrating, but shoot, we found a way to win without playing perfect football against a really good football team. So, you know, I'll take it.
How would you describe that energy after this game?
In the locker room? That was great. I mean, and rightfully so, man. Sometimes, you know, it's not perfect. You'd love to go out there and, you know, complete a bunch of balls and go up and down the field and do all those things and play perfect football, but that's not the way it is. I think our defense played outstanding. They deserve to be partying in there like crazy for sure. But, no, it's fun. It's a great group. We understand, you know, that there's, you know, things to clean up always when you win or lose, but excited for our guys, man. That's a big win against a really good team that was playing as good as anybody in the NFL right now. To come in there and put up a defensive effort like that was pretty special.
Can you describe your reaction watching that field goal attempt go up?
Yeah, just you know, relief, I guess. Just glad it didn't have the, you know, the legs to get there, and I don't know if it was wide right or whatever, but just felt like early off the foot it wasn't going to have enough. So don't like those situations. Would much rather be taking a knee. You know, we had our chance and didn't earn the opportunity to do that. So that's something we can always work on. You know, we've been good at that this season. Weren't good enough tonight.
What was it like seeing Herm break off his long runs?
It was great. It was awesome. I mean, I feel like they've been close all year, and we've been really efficient around the ball. But we were explosive tonight, which was really cool. Our guys did a nice job. They were, you know, big plays for us early on. You know, they were, you know, playing some defenses where it felt like, you know, if we got through, we could make some plays, and those guys did that.
And on Wednesday, you said that it was a big game against the next one in the division, not necessarily because it was against some other 7-2 team. Now, you guys at the top of the division, is there any more significance that you guys did today?
No, I mean, I still feel like it's every game, right? We're gonna. I mean, like, mentally, I'm excited we won this game. I can't wait to clean it up and kind of move on. You know, I mean, that's just the way the NFL season is. That's the way it goes. You know, I'm ready to move on to whoever we got next, and how can we, you know, be better. How can I be better for our guys? How can we be better to, you know, score more points and make it easier on our defense? So that's my mindset. I'm obviously excited that we got the win. Don't you know, get it twisted on me here, but at the same time, I know I can be better too.
They get the Bucs next, by the way.
Yes, they do.
Keep it in the NFC West. The 49ers and Cardinals. And, yes, that's Brock Purdy back.
Hey, he's back.
Yeah. 6 games he missed with the toe injury. And he did not show any rust whatsoever. Looking for his buddy George Kittle.
Wow.
Touchdown. Nice touch there, Herman.
Very nice.
Well done. So Purdy looking good. And then a little bit later, well, he remembers he's got Christian McCaffrey, too. So
no one ever covers him. It's amazing.
he's playing all the hits.
I mean, who's covering the guy? He comes out of the backfield, catches in front, nobody's there.
You would think they would
You
focus
think they cover
on
23.
Mr. 23 there, who just does everything out of the backfield. And then one more time to the tight end. There it is. 3 touchdowns, no picks for Brock Purdy. 49ers win big. Here's Purdy after the game.
Yeah, basically we just had 2 plays on, and for me, with the look that we had, we wanted that play on and that look. And so got back to gun and thought George did a great job of winning his matchup and gave him a chance. And so he went under it, got it, and it was perfectly executed just with the O-line, George's route. So felt really good from the jump. I mean, where we were at in the field, I mean, it was a good chance of that, yes. But for me, it was like, man, let's complete this ball for a big gain. You know, we're taking a shot here. So. I mean, that route specifically has been from over the years, so we're sort of used to that. But that play in general was a new play. So.
When you see Sky Moore making that return, what does that do for you guys as a team and
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I think this whole season, the way Sky hits it, like we were all just waiting for him to have a big one, and so you know, nothing was different with this one. He obviously hit it, and then when he got caught in the one, we were like, dang it, like we wanted it for him. But that set the tone for the whole game, really. You know, going out, scoring right away with 15 seconds on the clock, and then our next drive scoring. So shout out to Sky, man, that's huge.
That throw to Kittle, that 30-yard touchdown, that was your first straight, pretty long completion. Did that settle any nerves you had about coming back or anything?
I mean, it felt good just to get into a rhythm for sure, and you know, hit the guys and have some big gains, and then to hit that one, it was like, yeah, like we're playing. You know, we're in an NFL game. You know, put a good throw on to George and he completes it. Like, it just felt good for, you know, my confidence and everything. But you know, outside of that, man, it's football. I've been here before, and it was just trying to settle back into, you know, who I am and how I play quarterback.
You played a lot of games, a lot of big games. Is today any different in terms of just how you felt with nerves or anything coming in, just coming back after missing so much time?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say a lot of excitement. You know, I'm always excited every Sunday, but, you know, to come back, I missed 6 weeks, and then my comeback game is here in Arizona where I grew up, so I just thought it was pretty special. But outside of that, all that mattered was, you know, playing together as a team, getting a team dub, and I'm just so excited that, you know, we all were able to play together. Offense played with the defense, special teams. Like, I feel like everybody across the board made plays, and it was a good team win.
Make no mistake, Mac Jones did a great job filling in for Purdy with 5-3, QB2 doing it. But that offensive display, that was a different team. 41 points, the most they've scored all season. What did you see the way Purdy ran the offense?
Well, it's just amazing that a guy misses that many games and it looks like he had been playing all season, right? I mean, his touch on the ball or where he went with the ball. But, you know, like I recruited him coming out of high school.
Okay.
And
did you get him?
No,
you didn't get him.
Yeah,
you did not get him.
No. But we tried it. But you know, when you watch him play, he's very, very precise throwing the football. He knows where to go with the ball. And that's what you have to do in this offense. Get the ball out of your hand. This offense looked a lot different with him playing. They were good without him playing, right?
Yep.
But all of a sudden he comes in there, and there was some energy with this team. You just felt it going. It's like he got the ball out of his hand. All of a sudden, McCaffrey's catching the ball. Kittle's catching the ball again. He's spreading the ball around, and all of a sudden the defense gets going. So now all of a sudden this division is a pretty good division, by the way.
It's unbelievable. So the 49ers are in third at 7-4.
Yes.
And then you go Seahawks, and then it's the Rams on top because of their win today. And I sort of want to dig into that a little bit more. First of all, on the Seahawks side of things, Sam Darnold has been really good in Seattle up until today.
Yeah.
What was the problem with him today?
Well, he started forcing the balls when he pressure. Look, when he was with the Vikings and he played against the Rams sacked him 9 times. He turned the ball over a bunch. It reminded me of that kind of game again. He turned the ball over. But listen to this. With all the turnovers, he threw 4 interceptions. The Seattle defense, despite the 4 interceptions, were still in the game and had a chance to win. That tells you how good their defense is, right?
Yeah.
So he can't keep doing this because you do that in the playoffs, you're out, right? He regressed all of a sudden. Throwing interceptions is a no-no, and he knows it. He's going to have to get a lot better going down the stretch.
Not a lot of teams can get after a quarterback like the Rams. They've got a really good front, and they did make life very hard on Sam Darnold, and he didn't respond well, unfortunately, for the Seahawks in that base. But you go over to the Rams side of things, Matthew Stafford is still just spitting the football. I mean, they didn't put up a lot of points, but that's a lot of points against that Seahawks defense.
It is, and Matthew Stafford is not turning the ball over. And look, they can run it, but they basically win games by him throwing the football. And he finds a way to make big plays in the passing game. Nakua is back. That helps him a lot, right? This Ram defense is a really good defense. All of a sudden, these defenses, Seattle, the Rams, the 49ers, they're used to playing each other. They all play with good defenses. They all have good quarterbacks. this is going to be a fun division to watch.
They're going to beat each other up over the last 8 weeks of the season. We're sure of that. All right, let's move out of the NFC West and let's check in on the AFC North.